Welcome to our second On Fire Family Happy Hour.
Yay.
Cheers. We are going to, once a week, look through boat ads and see what we like, what we don't like, talk about the Great Loop, and hopes, dreams, and see what we come up with. So this week, it's a little bit of a deviation in that this boat has already sold. We are looking at a 1989 Tollycraft 44.
I like the price.
CPMY. That's a cockpit motor yacht. And we are Tollycraft fans in this family. We have owned three. So it's a Pacific Northwest manufacturer. It's in our DNA. And they're just unusual to find on the East Coast because they were made here. And but we love them. And so if we could get into one on the East Coast in good shape, which is the big thing, this would be a totally viable option, which is why we're looking at a boat that is, number one, already sold, so it's not an option for us to buy this exact boat, and number two, it's in Florida, which is not ideal for us buying on the Great Loop, because we want to start in June, and June, like Florida would be a little bit too far south to begin. But let's go through this boat and see what...
Well, Islamorada sounds like an amazing place.
It sounds to me like it's like it's in a pirate movie, we're going to Islamorada. But it's fun. I love the blue water. I don't know where this was taken. It may not be there, but maybe Bahamas.
So this looks a little bit about like our current Tollycraft, just 8 feet longer?
Yeah, so we currently own a 34-foot...
Oh, 10 feet longer.
Tolly. It has a huge 8-foot cockpit in the back.
Yeah, it's nice.
It doesn't have an aft stateroom, so it is a Sport Fisher 1972 model. So this is several decades-ish newer and longer, 10 feet longer, and has a sun deck and an aft cabin. So we're familiar with the manufacturer, we're familiar with the construction, we're familiar with the design and all of it. I like the lines of this boat. Like, I look at it and I'm like, yeah.
What we're used to.
This kind of does it for me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go through some pictures and see. I think this is a good boat at a good price. $89K is what it's listed at. I don't know what it sold for. This is looking up onto the flybridge. I see nice sunbrella coverings.
Yeah,
everything is kind of well in order. It looks like we have stairs up to the flybridge that maybe a dog can handle. Maybe certainly, easy walking for kids and us. It's fairly simple layout here for navigating on the flybridge, and like a nice wraparound couch-ish.
It's like a first mate chair.
Seat, yeah. So you can be hanging out. It's not like a bench seat, like let's go navigate the world together, but it's close-ish, But yeah, it looks like we could fit a family of 4 up here, kicking it and driving and looking good together. I don't know if I see like particularly modern electronics up here, but not unpassable. Maybe something plugs in here that would be new. Oh, I see here. There's a big screen that is possibly missing that.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe some new stuff, but nice simple layout, and I like that. This looks like the sun deck. So I think what we would do is put like a nice bar height teak table and 4 chairs up here.
Bar height. You always love the bar height.
Like kick it on the sun deck, I think. Or
bar height kind of is like, overboard.
Yeah, maybe. And our current boat has a sectional, an outdoor sectional on the flybridge. Nice. So that's another option for this space, would be kind of a sectional.
That's some serious kicking it up there.
Thing. We can grill here off of the sun deck. I like that. This is the cockpit. So I have no idea actually how wide that is.
That looks like 2 or 3 feet, but it has a cockpit, and a lot of yachts don't. And I really like a cockpit for bringing stuff in. I like to hang out in the sun on the cockpit as opposed to the front, and so 2 thumbs up so far.
But if it's a 3 or 4 foot cockpit, I don't know that you're gonna like sunbathe. But it's great.
I don't have a lounge chair.
Right? A lounge.
Yeah.
Right. Great. I prefer a cockpit for line handling.
Yes.
For fenders.
That would be my job too.
For putting a kid down there saying, hey, toss the stern line when we get to the dock, and the dock hand is helping us out, that kind of thing.
Oh my gosh, that's my boat.
Jen. So Jen is
That's my boat.
right here.
Somebody else has it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an attractive looking aft, I guess you would say. don't hit me. It's a nice windlass in the front. So this is underneath the rear cockpit is the generator. So I think this is good for sound. So the generator can be running and it's not under the salon. So it's way back and maybe you don't hear it forward.
So like over the bedroom?
This would be behind,
behind the
aft stateroom. Dual Cat 3208s in looks like pretty good shape. Fairly
large.
Clean engine room. Certainly not a walk-in, but a crawl-in. Water heater. Yeah, so crawl in underneath the steps over here. Looks like we've got a water maker. So some reverse osmosis filters here. This looks like an AC unit, and I think I read in the description down below, all 3 AC units have been replaced. Well air-conditioned, which if this has been a Florida boat, then you would want that. And for many places on the loop, it would be nice to have AC. Aft stateroom, I prefer wood. I don't know what this material is. Like carpety, grassy, like a wicker. I don't know what it is, but
something with texture.
I prefer, teak is kind of.
And that's a wicker headboard.
Totally. Yeah.
That is totally 80s.
So it's not like a buzzkill, but it's.
Is that a double-sized bed?
I think it's a queen. Yeah, with the walk around, and I see lots of storage on both sides of it.
I like lots of storage.
It's like a more modern AC panel. So this has the V-berth up front with the center cushion that makes it into like queenish size.
Okay.
We wouldn't put 2 kids up here. We could, but we probably wouldn't.
They'll be teenagers.
One kid here and then 1 kid in the dinette, which I think we'll see in a bit.
So it's 2 bedrooms.
I think this is the forward head, no shower, and it's not a wet head.
Maybe. So it's like a half bath.
Right, half bath, sure. Yeah. So here's the salon. Nice white, probably new carpet to sell a boat. The dinette where the table would drop down and 1 kid would sleep, galley across. I like the kind of understated helm station down here in the salon because I don't think I'll do a lot of driving from the salon, but
in bad
weather, or we're having a conversation and we just want to be inside, or it's like scorching hot and you want the AC. It's nice, but then it also doesn't like scream. There's a bunch of electronics and such, right? So, you can live around this home station, it not be
in your way.
The
wood looks kind of weird, and we've had white carpet.
No, it's definitely not our family's jive, but I think carpet's fairly inexpensive, and I don't know what's underneath this. I don't know what Tolly originally shipped.
Wood floor would be much nicer.
So I like the teak and holly, and I don't know if this down here is
under the carpet.
Actual teak holly sole, and I know they did put that in the galleys, but I don't think they did it in the salon. I don't know what. It's probably plywood underneath there.
Okay.
But certainly you can get the rolled teak holly look flooring, and there's lots of options. And at this price, I think you can add $10K in flooring and be on your way. And I think this is the aft stateroom, so the master bath.
And for master bath.
And stand-up
that's a pretty good shower.
Yeah. Kind of the sectional.
Standard leather.
Probably pulls out for guest berth.
Oh.
I think there's a big ice maker for making ice drinks.
We frequently do not have ice on our boat, and that would be amazing.
Yeah. Again, the home station.
Home controls.
Nice.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Understated. You put like a bar stool there, and you can drive.
Yeah.
But no biggie. Again, we drive 90% of the time right now from the flybridge.
Yes.
Into the galley. Oh, it looks like we've got a microwave. We would put like a microwave convection oven.
Instead of an oven?
Yeah. Because convection oven is like an oven. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then nice deep sink. Dual.
That is an 80s kitchen.
Dual sink. Tiny fridge. So maybe that's the downside of the Tolly 44. Is family of 4. Probably going to go through some food. Probably going to need some refrigeration. This doesn't have, I don't think, a fridge on the sun deck for like drinks. A lot of wet bar kind of layouts have that, and I don't think the Tolly does. But yeah, it's not like a complete killer, but it's not like the best thing either.
Big on toaster ovens on the
On
motor
the
yacht.
boats, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you see that.
Last one we had 2.
And
Or the
I
last
guess,
one we saw had 2.
and I guess that's it for the photos. So, impressions. What do you think?
My favorite thing is the cockpit, and that the engine room is fairly big. The walk around bed is nice, but I don't really care for the decor of 87.
See, old I like. I don't like 90s. 2000s looks to me cheap plastic. It's got like that brass kind of trim around things that are like, it just doesn't do it for me. Older stuff does. Like, I like it because it's just old enough to be vintage, or this is so dated that we can just gut it and recover.
It kind of looks like the townhouse we had when I was a kid.
But
that kind of
at the same time, we're in it for a year doing the Great Loop, and then we're out of it. So we can make it our home, and then we can kind of move on. So I like Tolly because we've owned a bunch.
Yeah.
And
we like the shape and the...
Yeah, and I think they're good solid motors. If you get the problem getting one for the Great Loop is getting one in good shape on the East Coast. So this one looks to be in amazing shape from just what we can see in photos and whatnot. And
I wonder how many hours it has on the motors.
2,100 hours looks like. I was just looking.
It probably took 2,100 hours to get over there, unless they shipped it by truck.
Can ship it. They can ship it on a big boat through the Panama Canal and get over there. So who knows? There's a Tolly Club here in Portland that we can get some help looking things up.
This is a
if we find
kind of a misnomer where it says 2 heads when it's 1.5.
Well, I don't think it's like houses. It's just like...
I know, but 4 people,
no half a head there.
2 showers. That would be nice.
Well, yes, and maybe it had an original wet head there, and maybe it still is, but we wouldn't use a wet head.
That's true. We wouldn't use a wet head.
So,
what do you think?
Okay, so nice to haves would be... Okay, so things I didn't see here. Nice to haves would be 2 showers. Nice to haves would be...
A 3rd bedroom.
Oh, yikes. A 3rd stateroom, but that adds another maybe like 6 to 10 feet. The other thing is washer dryer combo unit.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And one of the things that I know about these is if it doesn't have it now, it is super hard to find a spot to stick one. It doesn't have a huge mechanical space in the engine room to like cram one. A lot of boats you can cram a combo unit down there, and it does suck to crawl on your belly to do your laundry, but at least you can do your laundry.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of, am I going to roll this wagon up the ramp to the marina to do my laundry, or am I going to do it right here?
Every day for 4 people.
Not once a week, twice a week.
At least, yeah.
So laundry would be good. Mechanically, this boat looks amazing.
Bigger fridge.
Bigger fridge would be good. You can do some... Yeah, there's not even a spot, really, I think, to put... A lot of boats have a drink fridge on the sun deck, and I think that's a place where some of the other boats might have an advantage, where you have a wet bar, you can keep all your beverages or in a secondary fridge there, and then the galley fridge can really just be for food and freezer. There's really no other spot to put another fridge. Anyway, this is a boat that, well, unless it starts right now, does the loop, and is up for sale in a year and a half, and we are looking to buy, and this boat is back up on the market. Otherwise, the model certainly is in the running, I'd say. It's something that we can work through. And this particular one, I like a lot of the condition that I see in the...
Yeah, it's a clean boat.
Just the general condition. You know, you can tell a lot from some of these photos and how it's configured and how it's been treated over its lifetime. And that's, I think, with a Tolly that came from the West Coast as a manufacturer, is one of the biggest things, is making sure that it hasn't been abused or that it hasn't been just sitting in a marina 90% of the time. This appears to be a boat that was well cared for. All right. Well, this is our 2nd week doing this. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. We're having fun.
Yeah, it's a great time.
Cheers.
All right.